Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie. I'm here today to try a chapter tag. So as you can tell by the title, it's middle grade, so I got a couple of here. I think in the past when I've done these videos, I've usually gone for 5 or 6 books, and I've often done it as a way of deciding what to unhaul. This one is more of just I'd really like to read something middle grade and I don't know what to go for, so here we are. Now I'm gonna go through them all and then we're gonna go away and read the first chapter or the prologue in the first chapter or a couple of pages depending on how they're set up, and then I will come back and we'll see which one has grabbed me the most, and that will be the one that I continue. As I said, this isn't for the purposes of unhauling. I don't think I will get rid of any of these, but if I don't know, I think with most middle grades, even if I don't love them at the start, I will finish them because they're reasonably quick and I might end up really enjoying them and all of that good stuff. So let me tell you about which ones I have. So first up, I have 2 rereads. So I have Melamander by Thomas Taylor, which I think I read in like 2018. 2019 is when this came out, so I'm gonna assume then. I loved it and I was so excited for it, and I have the next 2 books in this series. I've been holding off on rereading this and continuing it because I believe it's meant to be at least a 5-book series, I think. And I believe that the 4th one is out and maybe the 5th one is coming out soon. I can't remember, but I'm just kind of sick of waiting. I don't know that I will buy the next books, so I have books 2 and 3, but we'll see if I still enjoy this, basically, and then we'll move on from there. And then I have The Hatmakers by Tamsin Merchant, which is also a reread. I also loved this one, and I do have the sequel, The Mapmakers. Again, I think I'll enjoy this the second time around, but this is more of I don't remember anything that happened. Not that I really remember anything from Melamander either. So I need to reread both at some point to continue, and that might be now. We'll see. And then I have 2 ones that I haven't read before. I have The Mystic School of Music Craft by Jessica Corey, which is absolutely stunning. And I am really excited for this one. It looks really cute, and we'll see if this is the one I'm feeling like. And then I also have Hedge Witch by Skye McKenna, which again looks adorable. Bit of a different vibe of like the pastel versus the dark foresty green, but I love both of them. So we're gonna see, and again we'll see if one of these is the one I want to pick up. So I'm going to do this. I have a couple of other things that I'm going to be doing in between reading these. I found in the past when I've done these and I've done them all, like I read the first chapter of this and then I put it down and then I immediately read this, I feel like that kind of throws off my reading experience a bit, and I feel like I'm kind of stuck in that book that I just read and I can't just immediately switch my mind like that when I don't have the conclusion to the story. I hope that kind of makes sense. But basically, yeah, what I'm gonna do is read the first bit of one of them, and then I have some things I need to do. I need to make dinner at some point. I have some blog posts, some studying that I will do, and possibly even start editing this so that I can just throw the clips all together. And yes, I think that I will probably be back tomorrow morning, and that way I have a good amount of time to sort of spread these out and see how I go. And I will let you know which one grabbed me the most, and that'll be the one that I will start or finish. You know what I mean. So I'll see you all soon. Alright, we're back. It is Wednesday now. This part of the video is going to be a little bit dark, I think. It's miserable outside. Miserable and humid. Honestly, the worst type of day that exists. So apologies for that. But I read them. I read the 4 and I have decided which of them I am going to continue. Honestly, apart from one of them, they all grabbed me a lot, and as I was reading them I was like, oh, maybe this will be the one, this will definitely be the one I continue, and then I'd read the next one and be like, oh, but this one. So let's start with them. The one that didn't super grab me, and that one was Hedge Witch by Skye McKenna. So I think with this one, it's not bad or anything, and I'm still going to read it in the future, but I just wasn't immediately grabbed by it. I think it's one of those that I just need to read a little bit more of to get into properly. I think it's the biggest of the 4. It's not chunky, but like it's chunky enough for a middle grade. And yeah, I think it just takes a little bit more time to get into it. So I'm going to save that for some time when I'm in the mood for something like that. Okay, so next, The Hat Makers by Tamsin Merchant. Still really enjoyed this one. I had a pretty good memory of this first section because this first chapter it really does throw you completely into the action, which is definitely something that I noticed about 2 of these, which is really interesting, is that they really just start with the action. So still, yeah, really enjoyed this. I'm thinking I may try and pick this one up in April. I'm gonna see, because I think I said in the first bit, I do have the sequel. I'm going to check if there's a third one. I will maybe kind of set that up so that I can read them in close succession, but we'll see about that. That may not happen. That's where I ended with Melamander, because I said I would do the same thing, and then I haven't reread this because I was just waiting. I thought it was a 3-book series, and then I just saw the 4th one, and there's possibly a 5th one. So this was also the other one that really jumps right into it. There is a little bit of like a prologue, which gives me very much like Series of Unfortunate Events vibes, which was the series that got me into reading. And from there, it does really, like, yeah, it jumps straight into it. And what I did notice is that, as well, these 2 also kind of have a connection to the sea, both at the start. This one, the main character's father is lost at sea. That happens in the first chapter, or yeah, at the first chapter, and it's mentioned in the back as well. And this one takes place in like a seaside town. So that was really interesting, because the one I decided to go with is The Mistwick School of Music Craft by Jessica Khoury. This was so much fun. So the first chapter starts with the main character is like, there's even like a little image here. She's like literally like in a chicken pen, and she can play the flute, and it has like a magical element to it. And she's like trying to like charm this chicken, and it was honestly hilarious, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I love the idea of magic being connected to music in this way. That sounds really interesting and different. So that's the one I'm going to go with. But of course, this one, and I didn't realize it at the time, but Hedwig also takes place in a kind of boarding school setting. Both of these main characters have possibly lost their mothers, or their mothers aren't around, missing, passed away. It's a little bit foggy at the moment, but I thought that was kind of cool that I ended up with two like school settings and two like sea related things. But yes, this is the one I'm going to go with. It definitely grabbed me the most, and I think that it's not super short, but quick enough that I think in a couple of days I can get through this, and I'm really looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be fun. I'm reading a lot of other things at the moment, and none of them are just particularly grabbing me, so I thought that this, because it did grab me right from that first chapter, and I'm hoping, because it's middle grade, it'll be quick to read, and then that'll inspire me to finish the other books that I've started. So that's it. That's what we're going with, and hopefully I'll be able to read these other three in the next few months as well. And there we are. I'd love to hear if you've read any of these and what you thought of them. But for now, I will see you all next time. I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.